Who wants healing? Me. Who wants to put in some work for it? Well, that was me. Dear friends, welcome to Fully Alive with Irene. I used to think like that in the past, like, oh, if I want anything, if I want healing, I just cry out, sit on my butt and expect things to fall on my lap, And I learned over the years that doesn't work. We need to be co-worker. And the biggest lesson that comes as a storm in the slab or whatever you call it is in the form of myasthenia gravis. I certainly need to be a co-worker. Because what I expected was like, now, boom, happens. But it doesn't really happen that way. And in many ways, we need to want our healing. I need to want my healing. So much so that I'm willing to put the work to make that happen together with Jesus. And then many times through MG as well, I've learned that Scripture heals. I've experienced that day by day as I immerse myself in Scripture. Healing comes. And healing comes in many, many forms. In fact, some of the form is like there are less anger in me. I'm more likely to return to neutral from an anger. If I snap, okay, I can quickly recover. Yeah, Scripture does help me with that. It changes me. It challenges me to expand. It really brings me to a place where, well, I wanted to let go of whatever that is weighing me down. And that really reminds me of the story of Bartimaeus, the blind Bartimaeus. So he was sitting on his butt, right, all the time, sitting on his butt, crying out for hand out. Come on, give it to me. Yeah, that was his life. That was his life before he met Jesus. And he must have heard about Jesus. It's very, very beautiful that when Jesus came, when he heard that Jesus was on passing his way, he was shouting and calling Jesus as the Messiah. Son of David, have mercy on me. Wow, what a proclamation, what a faith. But he was still sitting on his butt. And Jesus had to tell people, call him, get him to come over here. And when he heard that, people was telling him, take heart, he's calling you. His response was amazing, was astounding to me. Like, he threw off his cloak and sprang up and went straight to Jesus and called him Master, my teacher. I want to see again when Jesus asked him, what do you want me to do for you? What strikes me was like, he threw off his cloak and sprang up. And that reminded me many a times when I sit on my butt, that was because I was unwilling to take off the burdens from myself. Yeah, the burdens of my old belief probably, the burdens of like my old ways, it has to be like this or no way. Yeah, the burdens of like, this is the truth. Also, I thought, this is what it should be. Also, I thought, hey? Well, God heals as He pleases. The way that He heals is very individualized. It's very unique to a person. But I see that there's one thing that is needed from the person. Like for me personally, I have to want the healing. And I believe that God also sees that way, Like I believe that that is the case for most people. We have to want the healing for God to work that healing through us in our life. So dear friends, as you reflect upon your life and desiring healing in any areas at all, it could be physical, it could be mental, emotional, whatever area is it, when you're crying out to God, what are the cloaks on your shoulder, on your body, that is preventing you from springing up to Him?